Hello. So, I'm here to do another random regular viewer reading because I want to make sure that I'm catering to those who actually care to watch my videos. So, let's see. So, we're going to find out what do they want to get more info on. Well, what do you want to get more info on? So, let us see. So, okay. So, let's see, what do you want to know about? Let's see what your concern is. Okay, so we've got denial. Okay, you're in denial about something and you want to clear that up because you want success. Okay, so let's see. Let's see. You got the hold on to your love. Ooh, you need to do something different, okay? Let's get the other part of the message regarding what you want to get more info on. And then we can begin the reading. See that again at the bottom? Focus on success. That's an active energy there. Okay. So the card to come out is do all things in moderation. Okay. The bottom of the deck we have face your adversity. So there's some fear. I'm getting fear because the next card we have is faith. So you're afraid to do something. And the fact that you're in denial about it tells me that that is not even the reality of the situation. So you're telling yourself that you can't when you actually can. So it's about you changing your perception so that you can achieve whatever it is that you're after here. So your adversity in this case is your perception of yourself, because being in denial is telling me straight up that you can do whatever it is that you think you can't do. Pride. Okay, let's see what this mystery card is. Reevaluate your priorities. So that's an energy that's at play right now for you. You need to reevaluate your priorities. So the problem that you're having here is knowing what is most important to you. Okay? So right now you are your worst enemy. Okay? That's what I'm getting. Envy. You're worried about envy. It has something to do with envy. And we have gratitude And we have self-esteem. So it's about yourself. So it feels to me like you have a problem with shining your own light because you're afraid to upset the relationships around you. Because after self-esteem, there's imagination, trust, relationships. Then we have guilt. So you're refusing to be the best that you can be because you don't want to upset the people around you. So it's not a denial about success, it's denying yourself success. You're denying yourself success. Okay? You're denying yourself success because you don't want to upset your relationships. Okay. Let me turn this down a bit. All right. So, you who are afraid to shine your light because you don't want to upset people. If those who you look up to were afraid to shine their light and become the excellence that they were created to be, how would you have known that you can achieve these levels of success? How would you have been inspired to reach these levels of success yourself? And if you choose to refuse your calling to shine your light as brightly as you are capable of, how many people's lights will be put out because you choose to be in darkness? So those who are ordained to be inspired by your light will never see your light if you choose to not shine your light because you don't want to upset the people around you. You don't want to make people envious and jealous of you. You don't want to make people feel bad within themselves. So you are holding yourself back to make them feel good. Okay, so let's let the Most High talk to you. So, what do you want to say to this person or people who are experiencing this? Okay, so let's get started. So you're holding yourself back to be the best that you can be because you don't want to evoke the spirit of envy in the hearts and minds of the people closest to you. You're being told to look for a sign. And then we have a yes here. And there's no need to worry. So the concerns that you have, you really don't need to worry about it. It says within the next few weeks, there are big happy changes. Okay, you need to get more information. And you need to compromise. Because right now you're a helpful people. You are a helpful people. Just like I said, you are inspired by someone else's light. If you choose to hide your light under the bushes because you don't want to upset the people around you, you will not be that inspiration to those who are to come after you. You're to remain positive, and you have a resounding yes. You'll have success. If you choose to shine your light within the next few months, abundance. So, you're to look for a sign, okay? You're to look for a sign, and you can have abundance within the next few months if you choose to shine your light. You're gonna upset some people, of course, but these things, they're unavoidable. It's part of their growth as well. It is part of your growth, because then you'll have to practice the art of conflict resolution. You see, you know what their issue is, and we're here to grow. So for us to shy away from these kind of challenges it will only stagnate our own growth and the growth of the people that we care about, okay? Because it's better for us to have confidence in our own light. All right, it is a lot healthier for us to have confidence in our own light. That means you in your light, and you need to evoke the spirit of confidence for them, or help them to, about regarding their light. So instead of trying to hide your greatness, how about highlighting their greatness? You see, if you would highlight their greatness, then they will eventually come to the conclusion that they have no reason to be envious of your light. You see, so right now it's a matter of building yourself and others, okay? Instead of staying at a low level with them, try to bring them up to your level, but make sure you go up to your level, because it's not just about you, it's about all those people who would be inspired by your efforts, by your struggles, by your accomplishments. Again, heart-to-heart conversations. Yeah, you need to share, you need to bring attention to the fact that they have light as well within them, okay? So you need to find a way to let them focus on their light, focus on what is beautiful within them. And if they choose not to focus on what is beautiful within them, if they choose not to walk the path of excellence that is within them, then that has nothing to do with you. At least you tried. Codependency, you see? That's what this is about. Codependency. You're holding yourself back because you don't want them to feel bad. You're trying to be a strength to them. Are they being a strength to you? It doesn't seem that way. In this case, they're definitely not a strength to you. They're a hindrance. All right, so we got calling in your soulmate. Now this is a romance deck, but this is not about romance, I don't think. This is about your relationships with others, because you seem to want to be a success, but you don't want people to be envious of you. So whatever matter this is pertaining to, please apply it to the events of your life, okay? So we got codependency, and we have calling in your soulmate. All right. We have keep an open mind. We have worth waiting for. You need to let go of control issues. Let the situation develop naturally. You need to retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Then it says flirt. And then it says free yourself. And then we have children. And then we have separation. So what I'm getting from this here combination is that exactly what I've been saying. These people are people that you connect to on a soul level. You care about them and they care about you. You get along. However, they are not as strong as you are when it comes to your will and your drive to succeed. They're not as strong as you are when it comes to knowing yourself and seeing your path. They probably cannot see their path, okay? But you love them. So now we say that God is saying keep an open mind and it's worth waiting for. So basically take your time with this situation. And we have let go of control issues, and that means let the situation develop naturally. So there's no need for you to rush. You just need to get on the path and it will all fall into place slowly. You'll see it work itself out. But you have to take that first step. That first step would be determining in your mind that you are going after your success. Okay? Now, what's more important than what we do is how we do it. Okay? So because you care about these people and you care about their feelings, that care is going to lead you to act in a certain way. But you need to remember to be true to your journey, be true to your destiny. Okay? So then we have retreat. It's time to separate. It's time to disconnect from the world. Yeah, that's what you're gonna need to do. So within this, you're gonna have times when you need to put your own needs first. Okay. And next we have flirt. So flirting is extending your light-hearted energies to others. So showing people the light that they have within their self. Okay, letting your people know that you do value them. I don't know how you're gonna go about doing that. You can do it by spending time with them. You can do it by spending time with them, getting to know themselves, getting to shine their light. Like find out what are they good at, what they love to do, you know, what is special about them. Okay, they need to know that they're special too. So that's the flood. So you're gonna have to find a balance between staying on your path so that you can achieve your goals and letting your people know that you love them. Okay, after this flood we have free yourself. All right, so it's time to take back control of your life. Now between the retreat and the flirt card, that will be you freeing yourself and taking control of your life, because at the end of the day you have needs, you have aspirations, you have goals. Okay, you need to be a success, because if you're a success then you'll be able to help them. If you're not a success, then you're all sitting in a boat. You're sitting in the same boat. Nobody can help the other because no one has allowed the self to rise. Okay, when you're up high you can pull people up, and if they're not inspired to rise, then you cannot expect them to be the one to reach up there. It's been put in your heart, so therefore you are the one who is supposed to be going up there. Even if you go up there first, they may not be very happy with you, but at the end of the day you're not doing it for yourself, because you love these people. You clearly love these people. So tough love is what's gonna have to come into this situation. Okay, because children, they're acting like children. Okay, they're acting like children to hold you back from becoming a success, to hold you back from being the best that you can be, is to act like a child. And we're not getting any younger, and as we grow older, certain expectations are placed upon us. Okay, we are expected to achieve certain things, and if you have the inspiration and the motivation to act like an adult, okay, by doing adult things, taking care of responsibilities, ensuring your own personal growth so that you can be of assistance to others through wisdom, through financial help, through physical help, through your status or whatever. By you building yourself, you'll be capable of being of service to others. Okay, so you're not doing what you're doing for yourself. You're doing what you're doing because you know that there's power behind it. And they may not see it right now, but if they cannot see it, if you see it, do not allow the fact that they're not seeing it to direct your actions. Right now is the call for tough love. And if they act like children too much, then there's gonna be a separation. Okay, there will need to be a separation, or else you will all be failures. It's as simple as that. So you're gonna have to lead out. You're gonna have to lead out with some true conversation, heart-to-heart conversations. Once you have these conversations, you'll see how people respond to it, and you will be able to categorize them. You'll be able to see who is willing to adapt to these new levels and who will only hold you back from attaining these new levels that you're being called to attain. Okay? You're gonna have to separate from these past life relationships. All right? Finances and career, and we have reconciliation. So you're being called to better your life. And if that means that you have to separate yourself from these people who are a part of your life, then it would be in your best interest and their best interest to do so. Pay attention to the red flags. Because if you choose not to follow your dream, if you choose not to follow the path of betterment for yourself, the excitement that you have will only be short-lived. Honeymoon. A honeymoon is just a very short vacation. Okay? It doesn't last very long. All right. So the choice is yours. So let's see. Yeah. Tune out distractions. Because your focus is success. You're gonna have to get serious with the people around you. Be of service. You see? That's what it's about. It's about your ability to be of service. Not just to yourself, but to those who you love, and also to the wider community. Because whoever is your role model, whoever you're inspired by, they don't know you. Most likely they don't know you, but by them shining their light, it has reached you and has now become an inspiration to you. And you will also be in that position where, by you focusing on success and tuning out the distractions and staying on course, you will then become the inspirator, I think that's a word, of those who are coming after you in whatever field it is that you want to get involved in. Be of service. Imagine solutions. Okay? So you need to see your way and nurture yourself first. That is the way. Nurture yourself first, because you're not only going to be doing this for yourself, you're doing this for the people who depend on you. You're doing it for your loved ones as well, because it's not like you don't love them. You love them. Reflect on your truth and express your joy. And that is our path to excellence. Expressing our joy is our path to excellence, because whatever it is that brings us joy is something that we're naturally good at. And something that you're naturally good at, you will invest time and effort into it, that you do it for free. You will invest that time and effort into it for free. It doesn't feel like a burden, it's actually a pleasure. What better way to become a success than to do something that you actually love to do? This is your opportunity to be that. Be true to yourself. Okay, you need to make a plan. And you need to retreat. So you're gonna have to get on your own path. I'm getting on your own path from this card. Retreat. To retreat means to go in your own space, to be in your own space. Okay, be in your own space so that you can make a plan. You see, make a plan and retreat. So it's like mapping out how you want to go about achieving this thing, and keep your commitments. So once you've formulated your plan, stick to it. Take it seriously, because if you don't take it seriously, no one else will. And if they find that you don't take it seriously, then they will feel like obliged to be disrespectful of your aims and objectives. By taking it seriously, they'll see that you take it very seriously, and soon they'll get the message that they need to respect your efforts. You see, so not because you're not in college, or not because you're not doing it for someone else. You're doing it for you, and you respect what you're doing. You take it very seriously, and they'll soon have to see it the way that you see it, or else separation. You'll need to take some time away from these people, retreat, so that you can keep your commitments. You will need to retreat so that you can keep your commitment. So don't be afraid to spend less time. You see, accept what is dying. Yeah, so don't be afraid to spend less time with the people that you love if they are not respecting your drive, your motivation, your objective. Engage higher reason. Okay, just see that they don't see it the way that you see it. Is nothing for you to be upset with them about. It's just that you have the vision, they don't have the vision. So that's why you have to take the lead. You have to show them exactly how serious this is for you, and they will eventually fall in line. And especially when you become a success at whatever this is, then they will have a newfound respect for you. They'll remember the days when you were very serious about what you were doing. So forgive and forget. Don't hold any malice. Don't be upset with them. Okay? Just know that, okay, the time has come for us to take a break, retreat. Okay? So that I can concentrate on what I'm doing. Because I know why I'm doing this. I know what I can become. I feel it in my soul. You may not believe in me, but I believe in me. Okay? So you believe in you. Now it's up to you to prove to the people around you how much you believe in you by staying on course. Begin to explore. Okay? Do something different. And be decisive. So don't be wishy-washy about what you're doing. Be decisive. Pick a path and stick to it. And accept disappointments gracefully. So what I need to tell you about this is, you may come up with a plan, you execute your plan, and something doesn't turn out the way that you hoped it would. Accept that disappointment gracefully, but don't think that it's a waste. What I really need you to understand is, whatever step you took that didn't turn out the way that you hoped it would was necessary for you to learn something else that will be of use to you in the future. Do you understand? So follow the path that you're supposed to follow, Accept disappointments gracefully, but don't think that it was a waste of time, because it is not a waste of time. Sorry. It's not a waste of time. That's you building on solid ground without even knowing it. Because like I said, the information that you get from that quote unquote wrong turn or that disappointment is actually going to be beneficial to you in the future. So God is way ahead of you. If you stay on the path, you'll see that God is way ahead of you. The path has already been set for you. It's just for you to walk it. Okay? Say no. Say no. Face your shadow. Your shadow is those things that, like in the beginning, your shadow is things that can hold you back. Your shadow is things that don't serve you well. For example, deciding to put the feelings of those around you above your desires and your mission here in life. That's a shadow. You care so much about your people that you're willing to sacrifice your own happiness, your own success, all these things. That's not healthy. So that's exactly what you're trying not to do, which is to disappoint them, is exactly what you're going to do by allowing yourself to be guided by those thoughts. Because if you don't rise, they don't rise. And let's look at it this way. Suppose you decide to ignore your dream, ignore your calling, because you don't want to hurt anybody else's feelings. But then they get a calling and they choose to answer their calling and they become the success. It's the same thing. How would you feel if you were to sacrifice your happiness and your success so that you don't hurt their feelings, and then when they get a calling, they decide to answer the call? They decide to answer the call and become the success that they were called to be. You see? So you might as well say no and face your shadow. Rejuvenate yourself, rejuvenate your friendships, rejuvenate the lives of your loved one. It starts with you. Once you get it right, it will trickle over to everybody around you eventually, but it starts with you. Because you're so concerned about their feelings, but are they as concerned about your feelings? If they were to find their way, if they were to see their way towards their success, would they sacrifice that success and that joy for fear of hurting your feelings? Grieve your losses and seek hidden treasure. So you don't know what is to come, but trust your path. Do all things in moderation. Okay? So don't be too hard on your people who don't understand or don't accept the fact that it's important for you to put yourself first sometimes. Don't be too hard on them. Do all things in moderation. There's no need for you guys to get... If they want to be upset with you, let them be upset with you. But you don't be upset with them because you know better. This is not a move of hatred. Okay? It's not about you. It's not about you and them. It's about the wider community. God wants to use you to be an inspiration to those who will come after you, just as you have been inspired. Your light just may even be an inspiration to these same people who are going to fight against you, these same people who are going to feel offended at your success. When they stop being upset, then they'll start seeing what they should see, which is they can do it too. You have to go through the hardship. It's gonna be a bit challenging, but the motivation, the advice here is for you to keep going. It will benefit you and all those that you love. Soulmate. Impatience. Despondence. Destiny. Gratitude. Creation. Impasse. Grief. Some of them are actually going to try to stop you. Soulmate. Someone that you love, someone who loves you. They're actually going to try to stop you. Because they know that they're going to be sad regarding your destiny. Then we have gratitude, creation, then impasse. Look at the impasse card. That's someone blocking your way. They're going to be a hindrance. And that's going to bring grief. And we have workaholic, wisdom, miracle, quest, completion, discovery, release. God is going to stop it and God is going to reveal it to you. All you have to do is keep putting in the work. So there's one or more person or people who are going to stand in your way, people that you actually love and care about. They'll probably use words to deter you. They'll probably use emotional blackmail and stuff like that, okay? To try to make you change your mind. But if you keep on going, if you keep on putting in the work, you will gain the wisdom and a miracle will take place. And it will bring an end to this person. I don't know if you're going to have to let them go out of your life. I don't know how God is going to make it happen. But if you would keep going on your path, God will remove this impasse. God will remove this blockage. It's either this person's going to get on board with you or they'll be temporarily put to the side. And once you discover, you can release. Yeah, someone's not seeing what you're seeing. They don't see how your success could be beneficial to them. Okay? They're looking at it from a negative perspective. And they're going to try to stop you. But God has already got something in place to work that situation out, as well as all other situations that you will come across. Some of the answers will come quickly. Some of them will take time. Those ones that take time, you're being advised to leave them alone and go about doing things that you can achieve. Okay? Whenever you reach a stumbling block in your life that you don't know how to get over, that's when you pass it over to the head office, aka God, or your angels or your spirit guides, whatever higher power you believe in. That's when you pass this thing over to the higher powers, okay? Because it's greater than you, so you need to call in your superiors, okay, to handle that while you go about handling what you can actually handle, or else you'll only frustrate yourself. And stress makes people lose their hair. Stress makes people stop smiling, and if you stop smiling, then you're just gonna be ugly and long faced like this. You're gonna look old fast. So you need to know what parts of the mission are yours to handle and what parts of the mission needs to be passed over to the higher powers. Okay? It'll make your life so much easier. You're not alone. You're not doing this thing alone. God has called you to do it, so therefore God has prepared the way. There's a solution for every problem that you're going to face. And every problem that you do face is going to teach you something new. Okay? So, alright, so we had first that one, and then this. Now I need to find out if, because these two came out in the reverse, I'll show you what they are after. I just want to make sure how they're meant to be in this reading. Okay, that one's meant to be in the reverse. That's the Nine of Swords in the reverse. So the Nine of Swords, like this, is a person who's sitting up in their bed. They're worried, they can't sleep, they're stressed out. Like this, you let it go. Okay? So if this is something to come, or if there's something that's happening now, you will be delivered from this stressful situation. And it could be the stress, the burden of not wanting to upset the people that you love with your success. So that burden is about to be dropped. Okay. So then we had the Magician to come out kind of upside down. I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah. Because the magic is being held back. So this is the Magician. Okay. And this, so the manipulation will be held back. Okay, now the next three cards we have the Ten of Cups that talks about ultimate emotional fulfillment, being happy not only by yourself but with your closest, your family. Okay, it's unstable, juggling, trying to keep balance. That's the Two of Pentacles. And then we have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups talks about people from our past. Okay. I think in this case, it has different meanings, but I think in this case, it's talking about people from your past. Okay. Because even in in this deck, I think it said something about past life relationships, letting go of those past life relationships, because they're bringing you instability. See, your happiness is bringing instability to those who you're closest to. Because if you look, it's a boy and a girl here, and the boy is giving some flowers. So there's love here in this. So people who you love, soulmates, okay? Your happiness is bringing, but God say is gonna make that null and void, okay? God has already prepared a way for you. And then underneath is the King of Pentacles. So this is what God has for you. The King of Pentacles, that talks about someone who's got their shit together. So not only are you going to be abundant financially, you're being called to this abundance, and you're going to be doing it in a respectable manner. You're going to be temperate with it. Like I said, there's no need to be upset with these people who try to stop you and all these things. They simply don't see things the way that you see things. And they think that they're doing the best thing for you and them. They think that they're doing the best thing for your relationship. But little do they know, they're holding themselves back. You know this and God knows this. And this is why God is going to gently put them to the side, so that you can be a success not only for yourself but for those who are around you. So we have the Eight of Wands. That's communication. And we have the Tower. Abrupt event. Sudden events. And you have the Queen of Cups. That's a loving feminine energy. It could be a male, but it's just someone in their feminine energy. And then we have the Four of Swords. That's someone meditating. That's someone resting, recuperating. Okay. And we have the Eight of Cups. Walk away. Someone walking away towards their 10 of Cups, which is this here. So Eight of Cups, if you walk away from something, it's because you're going after your ultimate, which is this thing. So someone is going to be upset with your communication. You communicating about what you plan to do is going to hurt this Queen of Cups feelings that you're going towards your justice. Next we have Justice. Okay? Because it is justice for you to be a success. Whoever you are. The universe says so. So you deserve to be a success. And it's a shame that they cannot understand it right now. But time will heal these relationships. Just don't burn any bridges. Don't overdo with your communication, meaning how you speak to these people will determine how they respond to you in the future. They don't intend to be mean. They don't intend to hurt you. It's not their desire to hurt you. And it's not your desire to hurt them. So even if they behave in an unsightly or undesirable manner, you do not respond in kind, because you know better. You know that they only hurt because things are gonna change, and they are not so keen on the changes that are coming because they don't know what changes are coming. The changes are coming are going to be as beneficial to them as it is to you, because if you don't have anything, you cannot give anything. So therefore you have to walk away so that you can have, whether it's emotional fulfillment, financial, social, getting links, you have to have so that you can give. All right. So just know that you're gonna hurt someone's feelings with this, but don't behave. If they choose to explode, do not explode with them. Just tell them, I understand that it's hurting your feelings. I understand that you don't see things the way that I see things right now. But I pray that God will show you that this is the best thing for all of us. Because I love you. So whatever I do, I keep you guys in mind. And it is my intention for us to live happy lives together. I would really prefer to have your support in this. But if you're not going to support me, I'm just going to have to do it alone. Something like that. Okay? So, that's what I have for you. I hope that you found the information in this reading helpful. It was my pleasure to bring you this information. And I wish you all the best in this here. Just know that you have God's help. When you can't do something, ask God to take over your mind and your body, so that you can say the right things in the right way, in the right tone, okay? So that your message is not misunderstood. Okay, there's no hateration here. It's all love I see here. So it's a very delicate situation which calls for a very delicate handling. Okay, and God can do all things for you. So put your God power to the test by asking God to come in and take over these situations. And the Queen of Cups, you just may find that they may not be as happy, but it will not be as hard of a mission as you think it may be. You understand? So yeah, use your God powers wisely. Use them to get you over the humps, okay? All the best. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.